Hey there, historians. Here is a walkthrough of your lesson, The Great Dakota Nation. When you are done with this lesson, your goal is that you can share historical details of the Lakota, Dakota, and Nakota, or the Great Dakota Nation in North Dakota. This is a short background video that gives you some information about how the tribes of the Great Dakota Nation used the buffalo hide and used all of the parts of the buffalo in order to maintain their survival on the plains. We have 3 pages of instruction. They start here. And again, all of the images will link you to the North Dakota Studies online textbook, so you can go there for additional information. The audio file here will read to you this information as well as additional information that again is found on the North Dakota Studies website. So we first start talking about the different tribes of the Great Dakota Nation. Then we move in to breaking down those tribes into their individual groupings, the Lakota, Nakota, and Dakota. Again, this audio file will give you this information as well as additional information that you can find if you click on this image, which will link you to the North Dakota Studies website. And then finally, we start to talk about the bison and how important the bison was to the Plains Indians of the Dakota and the Dakota Territory. This audio file will give you this information as well as additional information that you could find if you clicked on either of these 2 images, which will take you to the North Dakota Studies website. When we jump into our activities, our first activity, this is a sample page here. The Plains Indians used every part of the animal, not wasting anything. The bison has been called a walking department store because so many items came from this animal. Your job: create 3 illustrations of tools or resources natives from the Great Dakota Nation may have made from the bison. So in my sample, I drew a teepee, which they used the bison's hide or the bison's skin in order to make the outer covering for the teepee, a cup that was made out of the horn, and then a bull boat, which was made from, again, the hide, the skin of the bison, as well as they would at times use different bones to create these structures in order to keep the boat rigid. Again, this is an image we'll link you to the North Dakota Studies website where you can see this image quite enlarged in order to read all of the details of all of the elements in ways that the Great Dakota Nation used the bison for survival. So this is just my sample page that I made so you can see what to do. And then here on slide 7, this is where you will do your own. And again, you're going to draw this separately on a different piece of paper. Then you're going to insert your images using the camera on your device and the insert tool in the edit mode of Google Slides. So here I just put this all in as one image. When you do yours, you will go Insert, Image, Camera, and then you will just use your camera to take a picture of your illustrations that you are hand drawing on your own. And then the last part, which again you need to be in edit mode to type this, is you need to answer this critical thinking question. Describe how you would have felt if you had been a member of the Great Dakota Nation and had witnessed the senseless killing of the bison. So you'll get this information in the bison instructional page here. I'll talk about it at the very end, as well as it's alluded to in that introduction video. So how would you have felt? How would you react to what you witnessed as a member of the Great Dakota Nation after learning about how vital this resource was for their survival? And then lastly, on your additional pages, these 2 videos up top, they give you some information about other ways that the bison was used by the Plains Indians in order for them to have the tools and the resources they needed to survive. These two videos here are along the lines of the storytelling. This one kind of gives you a lot of background information about the Sioux Nation, the Dakota Nation, and the Lakota, Dakota, and Nakota affiliate, the tribes that are grouped there. And then these last two videos on the bottom, they give you a lot of information about teepee construction, how the teepees were built, and all of the resources that would be on the inside of a teepee and why they were made the way they were. So again, we're talking about the Great Dakota Nation, and your job is that you can share historical details of the Lakota, Dakota, and Nakota, or the Great Dakota Nations in North Dakota. Good luck, historians.